Z650 makes the least amount of power, with 68 horsepower at the crank. The MT takes 4th place, churning out 73 horsepower. The Suzuki comes in 3rd, generating 82 horsepower. The Honda secures 2nd place with 91 horsepower, and the top spot goes to the Tuono 660, which boasts an impressive 95 horsepower and the highest revving engine in this comparison. When it comes to torque, the Z again takes last place, generating 64 Newton meters. The Tuono and MT produce similar torque at 67 Newton meters. The CB makes a bit more, and the Suzuki takes the lead with 78 Newton meters, the highest in this group. Looking at weight, the GSX-8S is the heaviest at 202 kilograms. The CB is 12 kilos lighter. The Z takes 3rd place, weighing in at 188 kilograms. The MT is even lighter at 184 kilograms, and the Aprilia, with its aluminum frame, is the lightest, though it boasts just a 1 kilo difference from the Yamaha. For the power-to-weight ratio, the Z with the lowest power output is at the bottom. The MT comes in 4th, the GSX is 3rd, the CB is 2nd, and the obvious winner is the Aprilia, which has the highest horsepower output and the lightest weight. The main reason why the Z seems underpowered compared to its rivals is that it hasn't been updated for quite a long time. While its rivals have received displacement hikes to compensate for stricter regulations, the Z650 still relies on the same 649cc engine that has been around since 2006, making it the smallest in this group. And besides that, it also has the lowest compression ratio. Additionally, although all bikes in this group are powered by a parallel twin, the Z is the only one that still utilizes a conventional 180-degree firing interval or flat plane layout, whereas all its competitors now boast a more modern 270-degree crank, or what Yamaha calls as a crossplane. As for the GSX-8S, which boasts the highest torque output, the secret to its torquey engine lies in its largest in-class displacement of 776cc, a 127cc, or nearly 20% advantage over the Z650. And as for the Tuono, which impressively delivers the strongest top-end power, it might not have the biggest engine, but Aprilia is really squeezing every last ounce of performance out of its engine. You can see this by looking at its comparatively high compression ratio and its high bore-stroke ratio, which support its high revving engine. When it comes to electronics, MT-07 ranks at the bottom with the fewest rider aids. It's basically a very analog bike with very basic rider aids, and is the only one in this comparison that doesn't come with an assist and slipper clutch. The only notable feature is the full TFT display with smartphone connectivity. Z650 secures 4th place, outperforming the MT by offering traction control and having an assist and slipper clutch as standard. The GSX-8S sets itself apart by offering a throttle-by-wire system with multiple riding modes, traction control, and even a bidirectional quickshifter as standard. It also features a TFT display, although it lacks smartphone connectivity. Taking 2nd place is the Tuono 660, boasting ride-by-wire, power modes, traction control, cruise control, and a TFT display as standard equipment. The Tuono actually offers the most rider aids and features among these bikes, but most of the premium features are exclusive to the higher trim factory model. For this comparison, we're focusing on the base model to keep things fair. So, on the base model Tuono, you won't get 6-axis iron wheel, cornering ABS, or a quickshifter. Also, traction control, wheelie control, and engine brake settings can't be adjusted independently. Finally, the Hornet claims 1st place, offering throttle-by-wire, riding modes, traction control, engine brake control, TFT dash, and smartphone connectivity as standard. As for the frame, the Tuono stands out as the only bike with an aluminum perimeter frame, while the others use more budget-friendly steel trellis or tubular trellis-style frames. For front suspension, the Tuono again sets itself apart from its rival by being the only bike equipped with forks that have adjustable preload and rebound. On the other hand, MT-07 and Z650 still stick with budget conventional telescopic forks that also lack any adjustability. For the rear shock, both the Tuono and MT feature adjustable preload and rebound, whereas the rest of the group only offers preload adjustment. Then in terms of stopping power, Tuono continues to dominate with its Brembo calipers that grip larger diameter discs. The Z650, however, falls short, relying on 2-piston axial mount calipers, while all its rivals sport 4-piston radial calipers. So Z650, equipped with the most budget-friendly components, naturally emerges as the least expensive bike in this group. However, the difference with the CB750, which offers more power and sophisticated electronics, isn't particularly significant. On the other end of the spectrum, the more performance-oriented Tuono tops the group at 9,700 pounds, making it the priciest option. Moving on to dimensions, Z features the most accessible seat height at 790 millimeters, whereas the sporty Tuono boasts the highest seat height. Then in terms of wheelbase, the GSX-8S has the longest wheelbase, providing stable high-speed straight-line performance, whereas the Tuono has the shortest, which gets into corners faster and easier.